Well, hello from Southern Ontario this August 5th here in Canada. So I'm talking to my roommate Jono this morning and he's saying, oh, Pierre-Paul Levere didn't even go to the last leadership debate. He's so popular, he's got it sewn up and, it's in the bag. Now, if you're outside of Canada, there's only one opposition party left after the supply and contract agreement between the NDP and the Liberals, giving Trudeau a true dictatorship. So anyways, the race for the leadership of the opposition party, the Conservatives, is kind of a convoluted process that takes months. It is about halfway through. So anyways, I said, well, so what? Paul Levere, doesn't matter who gets a hold of the Conservatives. Well, he's so popular, though, the Conservatives will win a landslide. The Liberal Party will cease to exist. I said, yeah, well, it's not even the Liberal Party anymore. It's the party of Trudeau, but whatever. That's in 2025, John. Well, yeah, but Pierre's got it in the bag. Like, oh, this Pierre-Paul Levere, the great white knight, gonna save us all. So what's going to be left of the country in 2025? We're all going to be eating bugs. We're not going to own anything. We'll be disarmed. We'll be dependent on universal basic income with programmable digital currency telling you how you can spend your pittance, you peasant. There'll be nothing left of the country. And besides, do you think there's going to be an election in 2025? John's going, well, we have them every 4 years. We always have. I said, yeah, well, and we used to have the right to freedom of assembly, freedom to protest, the right to bear arms. Well, that's not an American terminology, but, so we had the right not to have our rights taken away from us. Look what happened in Ottawa. The Emergencies Act didn't go through parliamentary process. King Trudeau just said, get in there and kick some butt. They did. They trampled people with horses and beat independent journalists to the ground, stripped veterans that were protesting of their medals and put the boots to them on the ground. I mean, hey, that didn't used to happen either, Jono. He's kind of looking at me. I'm going, do you think there's going to be an election in 2025? No. All he has to do is say, oh, there's sheeplepox, and voting would spread that, so we're just going to have to delay the election for another decade or so. I like being in power. John's kind of like, oh man. I'm like, well, hey, you brought the subject up. The reality is, Trudeau right now, latest poll shows he has a 9% approval rate. 9%? That's everybody who works for the mainstream media. They're the only ones who would possibly vote for him because they're dependent upon him for his paycheck. What a great gig they got. They don't even have to do anything. They just sit around and wait for the decree to come down from the regime of Trudeau. Hey, tell the public his hair was looking really good and he was popular at the Calgary Stampede. Oh, okay, that's the headline for today. Ha, my job's done. I can go home. Do you really think there's going to be an election in 2025? Do you think there's going to be anything left of the country by then? The only hope really is like next year in Davos, Switzerland, when Trudeau and all the other minions of Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum gather together, like a tsunami comes in and just, I have nothing against the Swiss people, sorry, but that would be our really only hope. I don't think Jono was looking too happy when he went off to work, but that's the reality here in Canada.